Today I am testing out the new high-speed Laos-China Railway. Operational since December 2021, this is one of the first high-speed trains in all of Southeast Asia. With a top speed of 100 miles an hour, a modern and comfortable product, as well as brand new stations, this train could become a game changer for the country of Laos. But is it really that impressive? Well, let's take a ride and find out. Good afternoon and welcome to the gorgeous town of Vang Vieng in northern Laos. I am currently traveling by shared tuk-tuk to Vang Vieng station, which is located around 4 kilometers from the city center. The journey took about 15 minutes and it was included in the ticket price, but more on that later. And here we are, welcome to Vang Vieng's shiny new train station. When you explore the town and surroundings of Vang Vieng, this modern glass structure looks completely out of place. It was built specifically for the Laos-China Railway according to Chinese standards. The station has an airport-style security check and they will take away blades and aerosols. This seems pretty strange because you cannot check in any luggage as you would do at an airport. As such, it is simply not possible to travel with knives, scissors or aerosols. If you are on a long backpacking adventure, this could become really annoying, so prepare accordingly. The departure area is spacious and clean, and you'll find a coffee shop and a small convenience store here. My train today is C96, traveling between Vientiane and the border town of Boten. I will get off in the northern city of Luang Prabang. The train leaves at 3:04 p.m. and should arrive in Luang Prabang at 3 minutes past 4. Since filming this, the timetable has changed and the train now departs half an hour later and takes more time as a result of additional stops. Anyways, as we are waiting at the station, let's talk about this highly ambitious project. The idea for a railway between China and Laos has been floating around for decades and finally became reality in 2021. As of April 2024, the Laos-China Railway, or LCR, runs from Vientiane to the border town of Boten before joining the Chinese high-speed rail network, which is by far the most extensive in the world. China financed the majority of the LCR project, and it is part of the so-called Belt and Road Initiative, and the China Railway Kunming Group is the sole operator of the LCR. With the Laos section complete, there are plans to extend this line all the way down to Bangkok. Exactly 15 minutes before departure, check-in began. Everybody had to line up and show their tickets before reaching the platform. I got my ticket checked 4 times on this journey, which seems a bit excessive, but the whole process was very well organized. After a short wait, the train pulled into the station 5 minutes before departure. And I have to say, it looks fantastic. So, let's get on board, shall we? I am in second class today, coach number 1, seat 18. The carriages are in a 3+2 configuration, which is very common in China. The seats are quite narrow, but the legroom is great, even for taller people. There is a tray table and a seatback pocket. Unfortunately, mine had used tissues in it. There is plenty of overhead storage and the seats do recline. This train does have plugs and USB ports, but they are hidden under the seat and easy to miss. There is no onboard Wi-Fi. So yeah, a top-notch second-class product. Not as good as Japanese bullet trains, but very satisfactory nonetheless. We left the station bang on time and we're now heading north toward Luang Prabang, the ancient capital of Laos. So what kind of train is this? Well, we are on an electric CR200J manufactured by CRRC in China. Interestingly enough, this is the same company that produces the locos for the Ella to Kandy train in Sri Lanka, which I reviewed a few weeks ago. Be sure to check out that video as well. The top speed of this train is actually 210 km an hour, but in Laos it is limited to 160. The ride is pretty good, but the most impressive thing about this whole journey is the sheer number of tunnels they had to dig in order to build a high-speed train line in Laos. There are no fewer than 75 tunnels, and they account for 47% of the total journey. Considering that it took them less than 5 years to complete this entire project, the LCR is an engineering marvel. On board, a vendor comes around and sells snacks and drinks. I ended up getting some cookies and a 7-Up for 60,000 Lao kip. The squad toilet was clean, and apart from an unplanned 10-minute stop in the middle of nowhere, the journey was really pleasant. Even though about half of the route between Vang Vieng and Luang Prabang consists of tunnels, you do get to enjoy some very scenic landscapes. This train also has 2+2 configured first-class carriages, but they were sold out when I booked. And to be honest, they don't look all that different. You do get a bit more space, but that's about it. We arrived in Luang Prabang at 4:12 p.m., just 9 minutes behind schedule. The beautiful new station in Luang Prabang is located miles away from the city center, and the only way to get there is by taxi or van. I ended up sharing a van with 3 other people and paid only 50,000 kip. The taxi drivers try to rip off foreigners here and sometimes ask for 300,000, so be careful with that. Now you might be wondering how much I paid for this journey. Well, my fare was 200,000 kip, but that also included the tuk-tuk ride from Vang Vieng center to the station. I bought the ticket through my guest house in Vang Vieng, which was super convenient because they actually went to the station for me. It would have been cheaper to buy the ticket online, but everything was sold out. The whole ticket buying process is really weird because on the LCR app, the trains are often sold out, but then you can still get tickets at the station. Nevertheless, there aren't that many trains yet, and they do sell out rather quickly. When I wanted to return from Luang Prabang to Vientiane a few days later, no train tickets were available and I had to get a minivan. This journey ended up taking almost 9 hours. And that is why this train is a game changer. Journeys that previously took 5 to 10 hours now take less than 2. So a 10 out of 10 experience then? Well, no. It could and should have Wi-Fi, the security checks are excessive and the booking app is terrible. But if they can get those minor issues fixed, then this is a 9 out of 10 and certainly one of the best trains in Southeast Asia. And that is it for today. Let me know your opinion on the LCR and Chinese trains in general down in the comments. As always, thanks very much for watching and see you again next time. Goodbye.